Our story begins in a small, cold, Ukrainian village in 1976. Jan Koum was born into a Jewish family during a time when life under Soviet rule was bleak. He grew up in a modest house without running water, and his family's survival depended on rationed food and limited opportunities. But even amidst the hardship, young John displayed a sharp mind and an inquisitive nature. When Koum was 16, his family made a bold decision. They emigrated to Mountain View, California, in search of a better life. It wasn't easy. Koum's father stayed behind in Ukraine, and the small family struggled to adjust to a foreign land. His mother worked as a babysitter, but even with their combined efforts, they relied on food stamps to make ends meet. Koum would later say that their apartment was often cold because they couldn't afford heating, and the American dream felt far from their grasp. But these tough circumstances planted the seeds of resilience in him, a quality that would define his journey. While navigating his new life in the U.S., Koum discovered a library in his neighborhood. It was here that he began self-teaching computer programming by poring over secondhand manuals. With no computer at home, he practiced on borrowed machines, often working late into the night. Technology wasn't just a hobby for Koum. It became a lifeline, a way to escape his circumstances and envision a different future. Koum's knack for computers eventually got him noticed. After high school, he enrolled in San Jose State University, but the pull of tech was stronger than academia. He joined a local hacking group where he honed his skills and met like-minded individuals who would shape his path. In 1997, Koum landed a job at Yahoo as an infrastructure engineer. It was a remarkable leap for someone who had been on food stamps just a few years earlier. At Yahoo, Koum met Brian Acton, a fellow engineer, and the two quickly became close friends. Acton, older and more seasoned, became a mentor to Koum. They bonded over long hours of troubleshooting servers, shared frustrations, and a vision for doing meaningful work. Over the next decade, they weathered Yahoo's ups and downs together. But by 2007, both men felt burnout. In 2009, Koum and Acton both applied for jobs at Facebook. Rejection letters from the tech giant would have crushed many, but for Koum, it was just another hurdle. He wasn't looking for validation from others. He was focused on finding a problem worth solving. And then, the idea hit him, almost serendipitously. One day, Koum was complaining to a friend about the limitations of text messaging. International messaging was expensive, unreliable, and lacked privacy. Koum realized that smartphones, which were rapidly gaining popularity, could change the game. What if there was a platform that allowed people to communicate seamlessly across borders without fees? In February 2009, Koum began working on an app he called WhatsApp. The name was a playful nod to the phrase, "What's up?" But the vision was serious, a free, simple, and private communication tool. Initially, the app didn't gain traction, and Koum was on the verge of giving up. But then, Apple introduced push notifications for apps. This feature allowed users to get real-time alerts, and Koum saw its potential immediately. He reworked WhatsApp to include status updates that would notify friends whenever someone was online. The app started to gain users. As WhatsApp grew, so did the challenges. Koum and Acton worked tirelessly, pouring every ounce of energy into improving the app. They didn't have a marketing budget, and growth was entirely organic. But it was precisely this simplicity that appealed to users. WhatsApp had no ads, no flashy features, just an elegant, reliable way to connect. One of the pivotal moments came when WhatsApp became popular in markets like India and Brazil, where affordable international communication was a game changer. By 2011, the app was in the top charts on app stores worldwide, and users were sending billions of messages each day. Here's where the story takes a jaw-dropping turn. Facebook, the same company that had rejected Koum and Acton, came knocking. In 2014, Mark Zuckerberg personally reached out to Koum, expressing interest in acquiring WhatsApp. The negotiation was a David versus Goliath moment. Facebook initially offered $16 billion, an eye-popping sum, but Koum held out, pushing for better terms. The final deal was worth $19 billion, one of the largest tech acquisitions in history. Adding poetic justice to the story, Koum signed the acquisition papers at the welfare office where he had once collected food stamps. This act wasn't just symbolic, it was a tribute to how far he had come. WhatsApp is now a cornerstone of global communication with over 2 billion users. Koum and Acton left the company in 2018, but their legacy endures. The app remains a testament to their vision, the Technology can bring people closer without exploiting them for profit. Koum's journey, from a poverty-stricken boy in Ukraine to a billionaire entrepreneur, is filled with lessons. It teaches us that rejection is not the end, that simplicity often triumphs, and that resilience can turn even the direst circumstances into a springboard for success. What sets this story apart isn't just the billion-dollar outcome. It's the human element, the struggles, the friendship, the unwavering belief in a better future. Koum's journey isn't just a story about WhatsApp. It's a story about what's possible when grit meets opportunity.